It's AWTITUDE representing for Lion's Voice. Yes, massive. This is the time for I and I, the lion them to tell I and I story, our story. Yes, and we reign and rule like this. Reign and rule, yeah. Selassie, I reign and rule. You can't take the lion vibes, people. If you no fool, cause we know Selassie reign and rule. Reign and rule. Selassie, I reign and rule. Queen Omega drop them in the fire, pull from them, no Queen Omega, she reign and rule. Royal Kushite, ancient essence, Emperor Selassie in a majestical presence, flash of all sevens, projecting through I and I events. We sing a song for the king, we bring joy and blessing and understanding, yeah. We enter every day, hey. Reign and rule, yeah. Selassie, I reign and rule. Yes, I Lion Vibes, Selassie, I reign and rule. Attitude say that. Boondocks, Black Organization of Global Diplomats optimizing expressions to the world. Till the world, till the end.
Well, from to us a son was born and a child was given.
I want to ask you a question. Have you got your book? Haile Selassie's Ethiopia Volume 1, The Rise of the Priest Warrior King. I've read the book in its entirety, and I must say it's very inspirational, very informative, and very historical, right?
Them call him Listopherai. When he was born, rain fall from the sky. Them call him Listopherai. When he was grown in airplanes he fly. They call him Listopherai. Lion break the chain, weep not, don't cry. Them call him Listopherai. Read the Revelation chapter 5 verse 5. Then born near the city of Harar, the inspiration for Bob Marley's guitar. People crowd him like some big superstar. It no matter if England.
Which brings us to the main topic. This whole idea of liberation, black liberation, Rastafari liberation, the eye is on the front line and has been on the front line, as you say, a revolutionary take. We have Diana Atkinson who said, "Blessed love Ras IV." So you have people who are fans or supporters, because we don't deal with fan around here. Supporters who the Osa Siba, Ras Jabali say he's creating a space for that right now when we were talking about the hills and the rites of passage, the Trelawney Rastafari Sanctuary. Lion Pride says, true, we should be pushing the Pan-African part more up front of Rastafari. And that's what, if you watch this channel and Lion Pride by your name, I recognize the eye, you should know we push that heavy on this channel, you know. And then we have Root House, yes, Elder Ras Negos, Asian IRV, defender of the Rastafari faith, revolutionary patriot, you know. And Ras Negos is another revolutionary patriot, and you can watch his interview on the same platform. We had Ras Negos here. We couldn't go into his case. His case is coming up December 6th. So we're asking the family in Jamaica, we want the ones them go to the courthouse December 6th. We have to rally. These are groundbreaking cases. 50 years from now, we're going to look forward on these times. We can't believe that police still arresting people for ganja, and for I right to be able to utilize and distribute and accept contribution for our sacrament. These are critical things right now. We're still not free. Talk about what needs to be done, Ras IRV, in terms of the total liberation of Rastafari. Give us the eye as an elder chatting from that time. Give us the eye vision.
Well, give thanks, and I want to give thanks to all the ones who, respond, like Diane. Diane is my sister, and I remember when we did the first Root Fest, she was there. Negos, Jabali, Just want to give thanks. Lion Pride was one I sponsor, Okay. So we just want to give thanks to those individuals, knowing that they are still around and still a part of the struggle, But you see, I remember reading something with a picture of Kwame, not Kwame, Jomo Kenyatta
Yes.
and Haile Selassie. And His Majesty said, what we seek for Africa. And it said political and economics. Politics and economics is the last aspect of the colonial stranglehold upon our people. And economics more so. And like, like I said, there was a time when a man was handling money. And then there was that time if you want to use money, you take a leaf and hold the money. And then going to prison, I realized that no, you need some money. You have to start make some money. So to be honest, we start go underground, and start move herb from places to places and start make some money and push the revolution more. We start, remember 1987, when we organized 7 days of motorcade, celebrating the centenary of Marcus Garvey, and 3 days of Nyabingi at the Bath High School. And Bongo Iris, that same Bongo Iris there,
Yes.
he was a part of that trad, and he was the one who got Bath High School for I to
Yeah,
keep
man.
3 days of Nyabingi, 1987,
Yeah, man. Big up Russ Iris, one of our founding members of IDOR. Right now, he's has seen better days in terms of his health, but his mind is sharp as a razor. So we big up Russ Iris. He listens to the Lion Voice from time to time too. So I will make sure him hear that part. Yeah.
Yes, because why I mentioned Russ Iris, 1987, that is 36 years ago. 36 years ago, Russ Iris was influential in the Bath, so influential to the point that he could have gotten Bath High School for I doing the Marcus Garvey motorcade.
Wow.
I went right around the island
Yes.
to have 3 days of Nyabingi. That was something astonishing,
Yeah, man.
So anyway, we did that, and but we start realize that because underground funding was those activities,
Yes.
and then every 1st of March we used to have
Bala Adawa.
a march celebrating the victory at the Battle of Adowa. Every 1st of February, the beginning of Black History Month. So we started to intensify our educational campaign. And going back now to the days of when our ancients were like evangelists going out there on the streets.
Yes.
So I was taking the streets. Coming up to 1996, we organized big ganja march because we realized that herb was the avenue that the system was used to harass Rastafari, because I were not criminals, we were not rapists. So the herb battle is something that we would have to fight, because we're going to let the system know that, hey, I are aware that this is a violation of our constitutional rights. So we're confronting them, on all angles, but without money, we couldn't fund the program or the type of program that I would have wanted, to get going. So, as time goes on, we start look at it and, like I said, going underworld, but finding other creative ways of making money. So we start even do events at Nyabingi and outside of Nyabingi too, because, I was doing, for example, 1995, we're doing every August, I would have a knockout competition, where I live right at this big play field. A knockout competition, a Garvey knockout. I did that for about 11 years straight,
What do you mean when you say knockout? What do you mean?
Football.
Oh, okay.
Because, it was a strategic way of getting to the youth.
Yes.
Because we didn't want to segregate, you know, so we'd get the youth in now and we have, you know, football competition, and then in the night now we have concert and everything there, you know, and you know it's ital food, ital juice, ital everything, and
Yeah, man.
some serious lyrics and reasoning, you know.
Yes, outreach.
Yeah, so and we're doing that because we realize now that differently from Rastafari, I and I had to have the support of I and I people. And even when I and I were doing these marches in Kingston, I remember we were moving from Eastwood Park Road, going to where old GDC was, going across to Mandela Park, meaning you have to cross over Constant Spring Road right in half a tree. And I remember bald-head youths lay down across the road. No vehicles couldn't come through. And I could march and go into Mandela Park, and when we finish march, then get up. You know, so there were these youths who were out there, they were bald-head youth, but they were supportive, very supportive of what I and I were doing. When 1996, when they had the Ganja March, we had miles of people. Juna Manning and I planned that march because I have a son named Adawa, and we were celebrating, you know, the victory of Ethiopia over Italy in 1896.
How many children do I have?
Almost double digit.
Okay.
But anyway, we stayed at Bonnie Wheeler, you know, Jobless, you know, because we had very good relationship with Bonnie at the time.
Yes.
You know, so we stayed at his home, and to tell you the truth, anyway,
all right,
and bring it to back, and very supportive of the march, you know, even though a lot of these reggae musicians didn't know the history. For example, if I tell them about Adawa, what is Adawa? You know?
Wow.
So we have to use these occasions as
education.
Yes, to inform our youth on how important it is that, you know, I and I as a people become knowledgeable of what had taken place and what we need to do, you know?
Iron Vice. Well, for unto us a son was born and a child was given, and the government shall be upon his shoulders, and his name shall be called the Wonderful Counselor, Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Them call him Christopher when he was born, rain fall from the sky. Them call him Christopher when he was grown, in airplanes he fly. They call him Christopher lion break the chain, weep not, don't cry. Them call him Christopher read the Revelation chapter 5 verse 5. Then born near the city of Harar, the inspiration for Bob Marley's guitar. People crowd him like some big superstar. It no matter if England or Cote d'Ivoire, no matter if you're brown or black like Qatar. Haile Selassie say fi end all tribal war. A time fi gather Mount Zion, fi drive solar car from the car straight to Zanzibar. Who we are, the sons of Christopher when he was born, rain fall from the sky. Christopher when he was grown, in airplanes he fly. Then Christopher the lion break the chain, weep not, don't cry. Then Christopher read the Revelation chapter 5 verse 5. Royal governor from the age of 13 years, leave the palace fi go back in a school with him peers. He's the head without fear, he's one to be revered. When them call his name, then the heathen scare. Plus the priest concerned and him teachers concerned, cause all this little youth want fi do is just learn. But he wait his turn till him turn the chance match. The people rejoice when him crown as the Rasta call him Christopher when he was born, rain fall from the sky. Then Mr. Ferrari, when he was thrown in airplanes he fly. Then Mr. Ferrari, the lion break the chain, weep not, don't cry. Then Mr. Ferrari, read your Revelation chapter 5 verse 5. Well, Ras McConnell call a meeting with all him general them. Say him funeral a come and him have something fi tell them. Him say, we fight together since the days of Adawa. Him say, protect my son and help him unite Africa. Well, him generals, them start cry when them hear this sound. Them say your wishes are command and bow down to the ground. When him funeral they come, it shock the whole town. If you see this little youth, him have a army surround, they call him